Good morning, my name is Engineer Piyush Pandey. Welcome to today's session of Motivational Skills, and the topic for today's discussion is Group Discussion Parameters or GD Parameters. Ladies and gentlemen, during any kind of group discussion, there are certain crucial parameters that we must keep in our mind if we want to participate successfully in that group discussion. Now, group discussion is a scenario in which different people who are the members of that group, they discuss a topic and then they come to a conclusion which is acceptable to every participating member. Now here I am specifically giving example of group discussion which are organized to hire candidates during campus placement drives or any kind of job selection scenario, on campus, off campus, both. Now in such a situation, you must try to understand that GD is an activity wherein large number of candidates, they are made to sit in a seminar hall and there is a group leader who gives the initial topic of discussion to the participating candidates. He speaks few sentences about that topic so that participating members become aware of what is the topic and how they have to speak, and then the discussion moves ahead. All the participating members, they start giving their expert opinion, and this is how group discussion moves ahead. Now there are certain criteria on the basis of which we can ensure success of a group discussion. What are these criteria? Let me tell you. Have a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. I have prepared this chart. According to this chart, there are few group discussion parameters that we must keep in our mind. The number one is communication. Now, why communication? What is the role of communication during group discussion? During any kind of group discussion, if you are not having good command over spoken English, getting hired is just a dream, ladies and gentlemen. HRs want their employees to be highly fluent in the spoken English because the major language of corporate environment is English. If you are not good in English, if you are not good in communication, it means you won't be able to work properly within the organization. And that will be a loss for you as well as the loss for the organization also. That's why having good command over spoken English is the very prime requirement of any kind of group discussion. Now see the second thing, writing skills. Writing skills. Why writing skills? What is the role of writing in group discussion? Ladies and gentlemen, whenever different people, they are discussing crucial points, it is very important that you must keep a pen and paper handy with you so that you can note down all those crucial points, because as the discussion moves ahead, you will require those points. Only on the basis of the points and comments made by different people, we frame our own responses and accordingly we speak. That's why it is very important that you must have a pen and paper handy during group discussion, so that you can note down the crucial points and then you can frame your appropriate responses according to that. Now, see here, the third point is subject knowledge. Subject knowledge. Of course, this is the prime requirement, ladies and gentlemen. The topic which has been given to you for the discussion, if you are not having good knowledge of that particular topic, you cannot explain any point related to that. And group discussion is the game of points. You need to make appropriate points related to the topic of the discussion, and if you are having absolutely no knowledge of the given topic, you will never be able to make good points, and that will be a failure in a GD. That's why subject knowledge is very much required. Now see the next point here that I have mentioned, listening power. Listening power, ladies and gentlemen. In any group discussion, if you are not listening to the other person thoroughly, the other person will also not listen to you thoroughly. This is very straightforward and simple rule of group discussion, ladies and gentlemen. If you are not a good listener, if you are not paying attention to the points made by other people in the group, how can you expect other people to concentrate on your point? And the discussion can never move ahead if we are not listening thoroughly to the points of participating members, because the main criteria of movement of a group discussion is you listen to someone's point and then you frame your own responses according to that. This is how the group discussion moves ahead. So if you are not having good listening power, group discussion will never move ahead. This is a biggest hurdle. Next point is attitude. Now, what is the meaning of attitude here? What type of attitude the participating members should have while participating in a group discussion? The first thing is the attitude of being a good listener. The attitude of being a good listener. Second is the attitude of participating in a positive manner. The attitude of participating in a positive manner. Now, what is the meaning of participating in a positive manner? Participating in a positive manner means that you are there not to generate counterpoints in your mind according to what other people are speaking. Hear this, ladies and gentlemen. Attitude is you are not sitting over there to make counterpoints on the points made by other people. You are there just to make the most appropriate points related to the topic of the discussion. You are not there to fight with other people. You are not there to involve in any kind of verbal conflict. You are there to make the most appropriate point related to the topic of the discussion, because only on the basis of most appropriate point you will be judged by the team leader, by the HR. This is very crucial. This should be the attitude. See the next point, please. Confidence. Now, what is the meaning of confidence? Confidence and this subject knowledge, both these things are directly related to each other. Confidence and subject knowledge are directly related to each other. If you are having good subject knowledge, confidence will automatically come. If you are not having good subject knowledge, there is no question of any kind of confidence, because at that time you will look for different points that you can make during the group discussion. If you are having no knowledge, you will be totally dependent on other people, that what points they are making, and then you will frame your responses according to that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is very crucial. Framing your responses according to what other people are speaking, that is important, that is required. But along with that, your own subjective knowledge is also required. The prime requirement is your own subjective knowledge, because if you are having a good knowledge of a particular topic, only then you can make your own innovative and creative points. And HRs very much concentrate on those people who are making their own innovative and creative points during a group discussion. That's why having subject knowledge is the most crucial thing. Most crucial thing, ladies and gentlemen. Now, please see the next point. Leadership. What is the meaning of leadership, ladies and gentlemen? Who is a leader? Leader is a person who takes the group along. Leader is a person who takes the group in the right direction. This is known as the leadership quality. A person is considered to be a leader only if he is leading the group in a right direction, in a constructive direction, in an innovative direction. That is known as leader. How can you develop leadership skills during a group discussion? Please see to it that the group discussion is not deviating in a wrong direction. Please see to it that the group discussion is not deviating in a wrong direction. Sometimes when we start making points related to a particular topic, while giving different types of examples, we start deviating from the real topic of the discussion. It happens most of the times during any group discussion session. We sometimes start deviating from the actual topic of the discussion, and at that time, you must try to identify that when we are deviating from the actual point, and as a leader, you must make those crucial points that will bring the discussion back on the track. As a leader, considering the situation that now we are deviating in a wrong direction, you should make appropriate points to take the group back on the real topic, and that is known as leadership skill, ladies and gentlemen, during group discussion. Very much required. Very much required. Next point is presenting view. What's the meaning of presenting view? Of course, during a group discussion, you mention your points. Whatever is there in your mind, you explain it to the other person. Try to explain it in such a manner that it is visually understandable to the listeners. Now, what is the meaning of visually understandable? Whatever you are speaking, when you are speaking that point, the words that you use, the sentences that you frame, they should be so effective that they should create an image in the mind of listeners regarding what you are speaking. The effective words that you are using, the effective sentence structure that you are making, and your own personal gestures that you are showing while speaking something, it should create a visual image in the mind of listeners. They should not only listen to you, but they should start visualizing in their mind what you are speaking. If they are able to visualize what you are speaking, it means you are the most effective speaker in that group discussion session. This quality is very much required, ladies and gentlemen. Interaction. What is the meaning of interaction during a group? Interaction means sharing of ideas. Sharing of ideas. Now, in a group discussion, whenever a person is speaking something, definitely the other person will speak in response. At that time, you must try to listen to the other person, and then you should frame your responses according to that. There should be a proper coordination between what different people are speaking. There should be a proper coordination between what different people are speaking, and the discussion should be interactive. What is interactive discussion? One person is giving an idea, another person is giving some different idea related to the same topic, and then the third person is again giving some entirely different idea about the same topic. Topic is same, but different people are giving their own expert opinion, and whenever these people are giving their own expert opinion, rest of the people are thoroughly listening to them. This is known as interactive group discussion, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing of ideas and listening to the other person carefully. This is called interaction. Decision making. What is decision making ability in a group discussion? Decision making ability means you must try to understand at the end of the group discussion that what is the overall conclusion of this GD. You listen to everybody's point who is sitting in a group discussion session, and at the end of the group discussion, the group leader will definitely ask you that we have done so much discussion, we have discussed so many topics, so many points related to a particular topic. What is the final conclusion of it? What is the final conclusion of it? After so much discussion, what is the final thing that we should concentrate on? What is the overall ultimate purpose of this group discussion? And at that time, you must act as a person who can give the appropriate conclusion of that particular group discussion, because in any kind of group discussion session during a placement drive, the HR is thoroughly focusing on who is the person who will give the final conclusion of this group discussion. The person who is appropriately able to give the final solution, the final conclusion of the group discussion, he is considered to be the best student by the HR. He is considered to be the best candidate, best student by the HR. Because only that person is having the capacity of giving conclusion who has thoroughly understood the different points made by different participating members, and then he gave the most appropriate conclusion which is acceptable to everyone sitting in the GD. And HRs thoroughly concentrate on those candidates who are having this knowledge and attitude and skill to give appropriate conclusion of a group discussion. This is very much required, and that decides your selection process also. Next point, problem solving. What is the meaning of problem solving during any kind of group discussion? It is not only important that you should make most appropriate points, but the points that you are making, they should provide a relevant solution to the problem. That is also very much required. Now there is a problem, there is a situation related to that. GD is happening, people are discussing different points. If you are able to make such a point which is providing a solution to the given problem, the HR will accept your point in a positive way, and definitely you will be able to qualify the group discussion round. There is a situation, there is a problem related to which the GD is taking place. If by your innovative mind, by your creative mind, by your personal experiences, by your educational experiences, you are able to give most appropriate solution of the problem about which the discussion is happening, HR will accept it in a highly positive manner, and the chances of getting selected are more and more. So always have this problem solving attitude. How can we develop this problem solving attitude? We must try to concentrate on the topic of the discussion. What is the real problem? What is the problem related to which the discussion is taking place? Throughout the discussion session, try to solely focus on the topic of the discussion. Make relevant points according to that. Listen to people thoroughly, that what points they are making related to the problem in discussion, and whether those points are valid or not. Try to analyze this also. This is very much required. Critical thinking. What is the meaning of critical thinking? Critical thinking is also known as thinking out of the box. Why we call it thinking out of the box? Because you have to think in a highly creative and innovative way before giving any kind of idea, any kind of point during a group discussion. Try to thoroughly analyze that whether it is relevant to the given situation or not. If the point made by you is providing the most innovative and the most effective solution of the problem, definitely you will develop your good reputation among the people who are participating in that group discussion. The solution which you are giving related to a problem, it should be highly creative and highly innovative. And how can you make such innovative and creative comments? By thoroughly analyzing the problem. And as I have already said, depending upon your previous experiences and your current knowledge, depending upon your previous experiences, depending upon your current knowledge, depending upon the books that you have read related to the topic under discussion, you have to make the most appropriate point to establish your credibility as a thorough professional. This is very much required. Analytical skills. What is the meaning of analytical skills? Analytical means you must be able to analyze a particular situation under discussion, and you should have this ability of analyzing different points made by different people. Now, when we start analyzing different points made by different people thoroughly, only then we will be able to give appropriate response to them. And only then the group discussion can move ahead in a positive direction. You must try to analyze every single situation, every single point in a group discussion. What other people are speaking? What should be your appropriate responses? What should be your attitude while participating in a group discussion? How the group leader is taking your points. All these things must be thoroughly analyzed in mind, and then the most relevant points must be made related to that. If without analyzing these situations, these conditions, you start making points, those points will always be invalid points. Because in that case, you will make points thinking that since I am participating in a group discussion, that's why making points is important. Because if I do not speak, the HR will not hire me. Ladies and gentlemen, that is not the criteria, that HR will not hire me if I do not speak, or HR will not hire me if I am not speaking English properly. You might be having good command over spoken English, ladies and gentlemen, which you must have in a group discussion. But if you are not making valid and important points, there is no meaning how strong you are in spoken English. Good command over spoken English plus making appropriate points, both these things are equally desirable to achieve success in a group discussion. They are not separate, they are absolutely linked to each other. Always keep this in your mind. Open-mindedness. Now this is the last and the most crucial thing in any group discussion, ladies and gentlemen. Open-mindedness. Be willing to accept other people's opinion positively. Be willing to accept other people's opinion positively. Listening to other people thoroughly is important. It is very crucial. But along with that, you must be in a positive mood while listening to other people in the group discussion. You must be in a positive mood. Positive mood is very much required. Even if the points that they are making, they are not in accordance with your points, still you should be in a positive mood. Because if you are in a positive mood, you will think that yes, this person is saying something different from me, but the point that he is making, it is also valid. I should also concentrate on his point also. That is open-mindedness. What is narrow-mindedness? Whatever I have explained, only that is good. What this person is saying, first of all, he is saying against me, and second, he is not having good knowledge. That's why he is saying against me. That should not be the attitude. That firstly, I am unhappy because this person is saying the points which are against my points. And the second reason why I am unhappy is I feel that this person is not having any knowledge. That's why he is making all the irrelevant points. No, ladies and gentlemen, this should not be the attitude while participating in a group discussion. The attitude should be, doesn't matter what type of points the other person is making, I will listen to them thoroughly. Even if I don't like those points, even if I think that the points are not in accordance with my points, still I will listen to those points thoroughly, and then in my mind I will try to analyze that what is the difference between the points that I have made and the points which this person is making. Is there any valid difference? Do I find my points more strong or his points more strong? Whose points are more strong? My points are more strong or his points are more strong? If my points are more strong, definitely I will stick to it. But I will also try to understand that what the other person is speaking. I will also try to understand that what the other person wants to say. And if my points are weak and his points are strong, again it is ultimately beneficial for me only because I am listening to some strong points on the basis of which I can upgrade my knowledge. I can upgrade myself professionally. That should be the attitude, ladies and gentlemen. Fighting with each other in a group discussion, speaking in a way to defame the other person, this is not the right attitude of participating in a group discussion. The correct attitude is participate with a knowledge gaining point of view. That's all. So that's all I wanted to discuss with you today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you loved my today's video. Please subscribe my channel, ER Piyush Pandey, Trainer B.Tech MBA, and please press the bell icon for constant updates. Thank you very much. Have a great day.